Hello, welcome to another video. I'm out dispersed camping out in Colorado, and I wanted to answer a question about how to find dispersed camping sites in and around the United States. And I'll tell you how I do it. There's a number of different ways of doing it, I suppose, but I will use a program or website called Campendium. And Campendium will show you different campgrounds, and it'll show you dispersed sites. And that's how I found this one here today. Well, I found it in the past. I've known about it now for some time. But dispersed camping sites are really the way to go if you can get by and you have a lot of battery power and you have water and you don't need to be connected. That's my electric bike and my portable battery there, as you can see, and that's one of the tools that I use for being able to disperse camp, and boondock, I guess, is another word for it too. So I will use Campendium to find places, and then you scope them out. It's harder with a bigger rig to find, these dispersed camping sites, I would say. But what I like to do here in Colorado is I like to go find places with my truck ahead of time and kind of know if I can get in or get out, what have you. But with this RV, it's only 23 feet, so you can see that it wouldn't be all that difficult to fit in. There's a side-by-side going by. It's not that hard to fit this RV into dispersed sites like this. Now, today wouldn't have been my preference to camp right beside a road, but I was dumb enough to try to find a place Friday evening in the middle of summer in Colorado. That's not something that is recommended. If you're going to disperse camp, it's of course no guarantee, but the earlier in the week you can find a place, the more likely it is you will get one. The good sites go first, and I think if I'm always changing my mind, my policies about what I do, and really should be looking to camp, find a place no later than Thursday in the summertime. If you're moving out on Friday trying to find a place, you're going to probably have more difficulty, as I did on Friday. But I did look, another benefit to having my e-bike, I did look today's Saturday now, I did a look around the area at dispersed sites looking for what I could find, and it was full everywhere. So I'm going to stay here where I am. It's not bad, it's level. I have a stream right below me, and if I get around to it, maybe I'll do some fishing down there and give that a try. But I took my e-bike out today from the dispersed site and rode up to O'Haver Lake, and that was pretty cool, in Marshall Pass. So I'll keep doing that. See if there's anything else better that opens up. As you can see, there's some cars going by, but I'll keep looking around for what might be anything better. But really, it's not bad. It's just me this weekend. I took a ride earlier today. I'll probably go out and find see if I can find another site. But for now, it'll do me. But back to, how do you find dispersed camping sites, and how do you manage the power and water and what have you? So Campendium's the way to go. There are other apps out there for finding dispersed camping sites. You can look out on Google Maps even, and anything in Bureau of Land Management or the Forest Service land, you can disperse camp. Look on Google Maps in a national forest and look for places where there are pullouts from roads and campfire rings, what have you. And I'll have a video in the future where I go into more detail about how to find these, but you know, the conditions got to be just right. Like I said, you probably don't want to wait until a Friday or weekend to find one. Usually earlier in the week is better. And you don't always know what you're going to get, but when it works, it's the best because you don't have other people around you so close. But of course you don't have power and water, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. As far as power and water, I have 2 lithium batteries on my RV, and they're 200 amp hours, and it'll provide me everything. As far as power, it'll provide me everything I need for at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 days at least. I've never ran them out. So that's good. I have solar that can recharge those batteries, and I have a generator that will recharge those batteries. My limitation is water. I have about 30 gallons of fresh water, and with 2 of us, we can last about 3 days, taking showers and cooking and what have you. So that can be a limitation. And you know, it depends on how big of a family you have and whether or not you expect to take a shower every day. That'll be a consideration for you. 30 gallons for 2 of us, taking showers will last about 2 days, 2 to 3 days. So then I just go fill up, and I use an app, a dumping app. Sandy Dump is what it's called. A Sandy Dump, SANIDUMP. It'll tell you where you can dump and also where you can get water. So around these parts I go and I can fill up at some of the visitor centers. So that's helpful. Water is my limitation right now, and of course we could learn to conserve water more, but I like taking a shower every day, and maybe I can back it down to 2 days, but when you're camping and you get dirty and you get smoky, it is always pretty nice to be able to take a shower. But if you don't have that expectation, you could go much longer. So power, not so much of an issue because I have a generator and a solar panel and 2 lithium batteries. But water is my current limitation. I can only last 2 or 3 days with 2 people, with taking showers and what have you. So keep that in mind. But yeah, check out Campendium. There are other, type into Google Dispersed Camping apps. I think it's, I was trying to think of another name of an app, but that's the main one that I use. So along with Google Maps to look at BLM land and Forest Service land, because there you can camp for free for 14 days. So, which is the case here. Out west, it's a little bit easier. We have, a lot more Forest Service land and BLM land, and we can stay for 14 days free. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stay 14 days. I'm going to stay 2 or 3 days possibly, and create some more content for you all about my RV and my RV travels. I like doing it. It's a new channel, so I appreciate it if you'd subscribe and leave a comment in the video so I can continue to do so. But I plan to show more things about some of the accessories I have, some of the e-bike things that I do. The e-bike is a great tool for me. The solar panel and the solar generator battery I talked about as well in one of my other videos, in the bike rack. So I'll be talking about how we organize our RV, some of the accessories we have, And then also I'll give you the downside too, some of the difficulties we've had along the way, because it hasn't been all perfect. And you know, there's some maintenance items I got to do on the RV that I wish I didn't have to do, but they're just part of owning an RV. So expect to be a little bit handy unless you want to spend the money to have it fixed by somebody else, which you can do, but around my town in Colorado, it takes months to get them in. So you got to be a little bit handy if you're going to own an RV. So that's it for now. Like I said, like and subscribe to these videos. Stay tuned for more RV life, and I'll talk at you later. Goodbye.